Hello everyone, let's begin our project. The first part, knowledge and its types. Now, let's start with our very first thing. The first concern of our thinking is that the concept of knowledge. Now, what is knowledge? Knowledge as a dictionary terms means to know. And it is not easy, obviously, to define knowledge. The word knowledge has been loosely defined as that a person knows and believes to be true. This would be called the personal knowledge. Personal knowledge differs from one person to another. This is because much of one's personal knowledge may be unexamined, untested, and therefore subjective. In the context of research, when we use the word knowledge, we refer to scientific knowledge. And this scientific knowledge is well tried out, examined, and tested, that is validated. It is scientific, which is considered and accepted by experts to be true. Knowledge, in this sense, represents the entire content of our intellectual heritage. Now, talking about the empirical tradition, all the natural phenomena can be known only through experience and not through deductive reasoning or intuition. Empiricists assume that our mind has the power to compare, combine, analyze, and generalize upon whatever is provided to it by experience. They also believe that the mind possesses the ability to perform logical operations upon concepts. The empirical tradition emphasizes learning from experience through accurate observation, reason-based generalization, and willingness to revise laws that are not supposed by the events related to a particular phenomena. Talking about the pragmatic tradition, it emphasizes the experimental character of the process of acquiring knowledge. The pragmatic tradition stresses that merely carrying out logical operations on basic truths is not enough. One needs to go beyond generalization about observed phenomena. Pragmatists are in favor of experimentation based on controlled observation of environment and events. The process of generating and testing knowledge is, according to John Dewey, the process of trying and undergoing. Trying an idea in practice and learning from observation of the consequences of trial. Pragmatists are of the view that the mind has the capacity for active generation of ideas so that the problem faced by the individual can be resolved. Pragmatists are in favor of active and imaginative theorizing provided it leads to experimentation. Now let's have a look on different types of knowledge. In fact, according to Biggs, Professor Biggs, the knowledge is of many kinds. Chief among these is declarative or propositional knowledge. This knowledge refers to knowing about things or knowing what. It is generated by research and not solely based on the personal experiences. Our knowledge is about the solar system, about how different seasons are formed, how children learn, how humans process information. All this and much more are part of the declarative knowledge. Now comes the second one, the functioning knowledge. It is concerned with how to do things and it involves performance based on understanding. Functioning knowledge is strongly rooted in declarative knowledge. Unless one is strong in declarative knowledge and understands what action or actions can be performed through it, it cannot become functioning knowledge. The third one is the procedural knowledge, and which is essentially skill-based. It, however, does not have the high rigor of declarative knowledge. Procedural knowledge goes hand in hand with appropriate competencies in a particular area. Procedural knowledge is largely based on performance of right action in a correct sequence. The last one is the conditional knowledge, and which is actually a combination of both procedural and higher level of declarative knowledge. It informs us of what one should go or do under given circumstances. Why?